This is Lexicon, and we are playing Birdigo. We are playing a demo. I have almost never seen a demo, a free, limited piece of software, be as impressive and exciting as this game. Birdigo is a bird-themed game that has been described as a cross between Balatro and Scrabble. It has words, it has multipliers. We will be using the classic deck. There are other decks, including the pirate deck, which of course is full of R's, but we will be using the classic deck. We will be taking a 14-leg journey. On each leg will end in a stopover that will have a target. To reach the target, we need to get a number of flaps defined by the letters we play times the power based on word length. We get 1 flap for standard, 2 for speckled, 5 for gold, 10 for platinum, and 20 for diamond. We also have 1 wild card here. During the game there will be opportunities to improve the hand, and getting more of those wild cards is important. Heresy. R-E-Y-Q. If you have a U, that Q is much abacus. Now, the problem with ER is that, A-B-A-S-E-R. Oops, you never know whether a word is in the dictionary or not. But this one was. One who abases is an abaser. We hit it on the first time, we got our full distance, and now we get feathers. Now these are useful, but they don't add to power. This will give us at least +2 power each time, and that's important because although it is possible to get more feathers, it is very hard to increase your it is easier to increase flaps than power. Radix. Well, we're down to do 2 discards, so T-H-U-D-S. That will get us halfway there. We have 1 vowel. It got us exactly there. I did not expect that. And we got 3 seeds. We will be using these seeds eventually to purchase things. I'm going to take the N because I like ing, but usually I would take a vowel. There are no vowels. And of course, if there was an asterisk wild card, we would take that instead. So I will take IG. Let's see. And there we have a wild card. Well, we might as well use a discard. G-I-B-B-E-T. There we go. 28 points. 56. We did it in 1. Well, that is rare, that is uncommon, and that is normal. Sometimes you would pick that one, but platinum, the opportunity to make something platinum is really excellent. We would love to make mackerel cracking. Well, R-A-I-N. Let's see what happens if we do 1 discard. B-R-A-I-N. Whoops. Brain. We have 2 vowels. quite get us there, but it will get us close. And that is just completely useful. I mean, useless. Pinto. I-N-T-O. And did we get there? Yes, we did. Normally I like to use those as soon as I get them, but here I'm saving up that platinum um, for the asterisk. Now, first letter will always score, so there is always a first letter. When we are evaluating feathers, we weigh the power they give you against the likelihood that they will occur. Some feathers force you to play in a specific way. This would force me to play 5 and 7 letter words and discourage me from playing 6 letter words. So I will start strong, but I will not be an odd duck. Talents. This is the best feather in the game. That extra letter makes all the difference. So we have power, we have a little bit of feather, and we have a chance of getting extra flaps. And we will do preening. Leave. Q-U-S-T, Q-U-O-S-T. That is no good. Q-U-E-S-T. Oh, let's turn that S into platinum. In fact, let's make it diamond. Q-U-E-S-T. That will get us this. You saw the 20 flaps from the diamond letter. We're already past 100. In fact, we're at 300. Again, we will take the weirdo. Flaps if the word ends in ER would be powerful, but the weirdo will always execute. We don't actually know how much it will give us each time, but it will give us something. +1 words. +1 words is useful because it will also give you extra seeds. You get seeds based on the number of words left. So shoot, with the first letter scoring twice. We don't have gold letters, but let's see. We have 2 vowels, and we have the weirdo. Yes, that was extremely powerful. And our 5-letter multiplier has increased because we've been playing so many 5-letter words, which I would rather be playing 6s and 7s, but NG. Now we have R-O-U-T-I-N-G. We have 3 vowels there. Our R is not very valuable, but that won't matter too much. We have a gold letter. We have an astonishing quantity of points. And now because of that extra word, we got 4 seeds. We will take the golden A. We are on step 8. Tweet. Well, let's get rid of all of these vowels. Are you going to accept tween as a word? What about tweens? Nope. Let's take E. Wow. Stang, sting, sense. We'll get rid of those. Evokes. Oh no, yeah, it would be evokes. A-V-A-S-T. That's 5 letters, 2 vowels. The first word isn't that great. First letter isn't that great, but... And we only got halfway there. And we only have one discard. We will get rid of all of those letters, and we will start with an S. Stove, or stave. That double diamond is going to do it. Three words left. 13 C's. Double seed. Let's do that. Are we very close to a store? A store will be a 9. Fox here. Queen. Discard. Discard again. Retone. Monter. Tenor. Renter. No, ranter. R-A-N-T-E-R. Just shy. S-T-A-I-N-S. 6 letters. That will be a lot of points with the double diamond at the start. Beeswax. Gather. Plucked. Now, alright, let's get rid of Weirdo, and we'll use Gatherer to just get one set of 2 seeds right here. S-T-E-L-E-S. That should do it with the double diamond. Double diamond has been so powerful that it didn't do it. I was going to say we might keep it. Modal. Flaxoid. Let's get rid of those 2. Alright, we will start with a nodal, but with that N, we will hope to get a lot of points. 14 flaps, and it's gold, and that was enough. 3 words left, plus the 2. Now we will double our seeds. Let's get the diamond, let's get the E. Mimic is very powerful on this final step because it activates instantly. Restock, and we get another asterisk. Word is even, we don't want that. See, we can do quite a few, plus 8 flaps per enhanced letter played. Sell, buy. Now we got, we're gonna sell that. We want power, but not just that amount of power, we want more power. Another asterisk. Nope. That one. Plus 5 power for each remaining discard. And yet another asterisk. And we look at our deck and we've now got 6 wild cards that we will leave, and we have a mimic. So we can turn something, and this is only level 9. CHANTS. So now we have a very powerful hand. Mimic, tweet, screech. We have 2 mimics, which we should play as soon as we get an asterisk. IG. That is just not very useful. Alright, we'll keep the T. We will turn the Y into an asterisk and the G into an asterisk. N-E-N-T-R-I-E-S, entries. Cool. There, we did it. At this point, we're powerful enough to get to the end of the game, and our +1 discard enhances that. F-E-L-L-I-N-G, 7 letters. We've got a gold letter, we've got 2 vowels. We are doing very well. As you can see, this is a peaceful game. Contemplative. You're not necessarily going to win every run. That's not what makes it peaceful. It's just you can go at your own pace, you can quit and come back, and it will ask you if you want to go back to the run that you were on before, if you want to start a new one. There's a lot of quality of life things. And we will make one of these diamond. D-O-W-N-I-N-G. Do I still have that rescore the first letter? I do not. That would have been very good right here. But we have 1 gold letter, we have platinum letter. We start with so many flaps. As you can see, we have more power than we need at this point, which is great. Alright, let's see if we can add an asterisk to the deck. And that will be, there we go, asterisk. E-L-I-T-E-S. Yes. Alright, that might not get us to 1200. It turns out we could be even more powerful. Well, that got us closer to 1200 than I thought we would. A-M-A-Z-E. That would have gotten us there immediately. Now, flaps per J, flaps PK. Preening. I like preening. Because we have a lot of high value cards, we can make them even more valuable. That is really one of the best ones. We have, how many speckled letters do we have? We have 20 speckled letters. That is a plus 20 power that procs every time. Of course, if we had a different deck that had fewer letters in it, per enhanced letter played. Alright, let's see if we can replace, another per E. This one, plus 3 flaps per feather. Let's get rid of the gold, plus 3 flaps for feather, and you will see the power of this new hand. This will always proc, that will always proc, that will always proc, and that will not always proc. See. Let's see if we can do this in one. Not like that, we can't. C-O. Comer? One who combs? He gave it to me. That's very generous. And in fact, see, it didn't matter too much what we played on that final one. And then the 14th leg is our destination. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it piqued your interest. And remember, it's a free game. So pick it up and take a look at it.